With the handsome.
The name is Bongani Dube, also known as Mr. Tickles, to those on my WhatsApp page. And it's all water savannah for me.
Yeah, and it's definitely
when I'm in Capello, it's water.
As you're doing this thing of a comedy, you join Trevor Noah on his tour.
Yeah, I was like,
trying a deposit before the job.
Bro.
Trevor needs to be my friend.
He paid very nice. Thanks, Trev.
Yeah.
The money's done though, but thanks, Trev.
Do you know that we have Ferraris and Lamborghinis in Klerksdorp?
Stolen, all of them. That's where all the highest cars go. That's right. So now I live in Northcliffe.
Mina, right now I'm in Jozi. Emsindweni. Maupuma, there's no way you can walk out into the streets and no one's gonna be like, Amaphela, Mosquito, Imbungul, Impugan. You know that ad? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Maker's Mindset. My name is Okarabo Masimo, like K-Mass for the masses, and we are here at Capella Newtown, just having a good time. Not me alone, of course. I'm with the handsome Bongani Dube. He couldn't wait. He's like, yeah, tell them I'm here.
Yeah, the name is Bongani Dube, also known as Mr. Tickles, to those on my WhatsApp page. And
on your WhatsApp page? Yeah. So the ones that don't have you on WhatsApp,
they just call me Bongani Dube, Mr. Dube.
Okay. And I'm assuming that you are Mr. Tickles because of the laughter that you bring to our lives.
Depends who you're asking.
I'm asking you, the man who brings the laughter.
It's because of laughter, yeah.
Okay. So Bongani is a comedian.
Word, yeah.
This man has been, you've been working and doing this thing for a couple of years. I've seen you a couple of Savannah adverts.
Yeah.
Does Savannah pay, by the way?
It does. Savannah pays well.
Are you still eating its money even now?
You never stop eating Savannah money.
You lie. Do you drink the Savannah money though?
Oh, I love drinking Savannah.
I went and look at you selling Savannah on my podcast.
Savannah is delicious. Wow. It's all water Savannah for me.
Yeah, and it's definitely
when I'm in Capello, it's water.
I see you.
You gotta stay on brand, man.
I love how you're making me laugh right now. It's not only me that you make laugh in this world.
True.
You've done a couple of shows. A couple is an understatement also.
Yeah.
You've got how many years of experience in this industry?
Give or take about 9.
Yes.
Yeah, 9 straight years. But then I started comedy possibly in 2008.
Yeah.
But I did like a year.
Yeah.
Because I was also in school at the time. And I got paid once for that whole year. And it went well. But then I finished school and then I got a job. I went the wrong direction. And halfway through my job, I quit.
What job was it?
I was in advertising. I was a multimedia designer.
Oh, we can hear the advertising in the way you just...
Oh, is it? Yeah.
You know?
Capellos.
Yeah. And then at some point, as you're doing this thing of a comedy, you join Trevor Noah on his tour.
No, it's actually the crazy thing is that thing was shot in 2 days.
Yeah,
it was not a tour. We didn't travel around South Africa.
Yeah.
No. We shot that place in the same place for 2 days straight. So what happened is, I think he called like some guys that he knows that are in South Africa. It's like, gents, I'm looking for 13 of the funniest guys that you guys know, guys and girls. And then I got the call. Yeah. It was actually 2019. I got the call April 1st. So I thought it was a joke. I'm like, alright, Trevor, no. Thanks, buddy. Bye.
Not you with the prank.
10 days later, I'm getting paid. Yeah, I was like,
trying a deposit before
straight
the job.
Up, bro.
Trevor needs to be my friend.
He paid very nice. Thanks, Trev.
Yeah.
The money's done though, but thanks, Trev.
Have you ever been booed off stage before? Like, because we know you're great and you're funny and all. I've never watched any of your...
I have been booed off stage.
Do you remember the joke?
It was a Vanek. No, it wasn't even about the joke. It was a Vanek crowd.
Yeah.
And I was very young in the game, you know. So So as you can tell, I speak quite fluent English.
Yes, very fluent.
Yeah. And I was born in Venda, so I speak Venda as well.
Are you a vendor man? You know what they say about vendor men?
What do you mean?
Very respectful.
And
humble. And given.
Yeah.
They are gifted
in
many ways. You know, you're a gifted comedian.
Yeah.
You're a gifted liver.
Gifted liver.
Because you live.
Oh yeah.
In a gifted way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gifted in other ways, but only your girlfriends can confirm that. The other things that people say about vendor men.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. But vendor men are intelligent. Yeah, that's
the president is a vendor man.
He's very intelligent.
Uh-huh.
We got big feet. So, so I was at a Venek gig, right, for the first time.
Sure.
And I was not ready, man. I was not ready. The guy before me killed it.
In Venek.
Killed it completely. And I walked on. I started speaking English. I think I sounded like this. Oh, hey, fellas. And everyone was like, oh, hell no.
Fellas.
Like, how's everybody doing? You guys want to hear some jokes? They're like, oh, boo. Fusek. We are here.
You heard of Fusek from the stage?
Yes, there was a couple of Fuseks. A couple of Fuseks. They hurt my heart.
I can imagine, but they didn't stop you though.
No, I was like, what? This guy's off a neck, bro. Come on, bro. This is not where all the money is.
I can relate to you a bit in
Have
that.
you been booed off stage?
No.
Booed off radio?
No. I haven't been booed off radio, but I'm going to be honest about my experience on radio as a presenter in Nsekasi.
Yeah.
And I'm not someone who kulelekasi, you know.
Oh.
I'm also very fluent in English myself. That's how I was raised in Kuleleguma burbs. But my calling has got Lexdorp.
Oh, in Clark?
Yeah, in Clarkston.
Clarkston
in Stolfontein, where the Zamazamas are. It's the burbs. It's a dorp. It's a dorp with very gorgeous burbs.
It's a burb.
Yeah.
Clarkston is a burb.
Clarkston is a burb. Have you never been there before?
Nah, B, come on. It's got one ATM. It's got one ATM. It's got a U-Save. That's it. Do
you know that we have Ferraris and Lamborghinis in Clarkston?
Stolen, all of them. That's where all the heist cars go. That's right.
You're not.
Kenny Kunene loves Clarkston. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, and that's because there's money in Clarkston.
That's because why? Money from where? He heists.
Okay.
Those GS4 trucks don't even drive through Clarkston. They have to drive around it because they know they're going to get
So how do they get the money in that one ATM?
They bring it back.
Bongani. So I'm saying, Guti. No, it's cool. So I'm saying, Guti, I'd have my show, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes I'd find that I don't get as much engagement as the other presenters, right?
Yeah.
And then and sometimes that can take a knock on you as a personality, because does this mean you don't like me? Or but it happens, Uguti. I have a big listenership. There's a lot of people who listen to the show, but maybe it's that relatability, that inability to relate. Like, I don't know the life of Intombazane Khulelekasi because I never lived it. So I can't tell the stories as someone who has, but I'm a vessel that I interview them and they share their stories with me.
When last did you have Ikota?
Ikota last week.
When last did you smoke a Kotli?
Ikotli, angdemi.
You see? How many kids do you have with the same baby daddy? You understand? So once you get those things going on, there's going to be so much relatability. I'm telling you.
You're ungovernable.
When last did you wake up in a back room?
Yeah, no, it's
when
been
last
a minute.
pushing a party packet? Do you understand?
I am not the target market. But, but I am there because I'm doing the job.
Okay, now
I'm doing my purpose, and I'm impacting people's lives.
Yeah.
So I love that you were able to go through an experience like that. That time you were booed off stage, you continued with the work because you knew that I was not going to be shaken by by some nigga who's not going to pay my rent.
True, but the thing is, if you're like Dave Chappelle says, you got to be the biggest dreamer in the room. The biggest dreamer in the room, you're gonna win. Simple as that. Have a dream that you believe in, even though it's like, I don't know, just dream big, but dream strong and believe in that dream. So in that room, I got booed off stage, because maybe I had a dream, but like I wasn't strong about how I felt about my dream. You know what I mean? I was like, cool, I want to be somebody, I want to be a comedian, but those guys didn't feel it.
You need that Martin Luther strength for the dream.
Because now I've been to Venet gigs and I still speak English, but now it's so strong and I'm so convinced about it. I speak with conviction, and the people are like, "We'll let you speak.
You're owning it."
Get it. They're like, "We get it. You grew up in the suburbs. It's okay, dog." You know what I'm saying? Like I eventually, because most of the people are like, even though I also have aspirations to raise my children in the burbs. Hell no.
Oh, I was about to ask you what's Puti.
Hell no.
Let's hope Loic out of the Kasi. Yeah, which Kasi were you in though?
Where I was doing comedy.
Yeah, where you were doing comedy. Did you grow up in a Kasi?
No, I did not. No, unfortunately not. So I grew up in Venda.
Sure.
Right?
You did say, yeah.
In the semi-burbs of Venda. Okay. Right? Yeah, well, like across the street was.
I thought all y'all had was huts and bushes.
No, we've got people in huts and bushes.
But that's not you.
Nah, that's not me.
Okay.
They kicked us out the huts and bushes. Like, you guys are too bougie. Like, get out of here.
Yeah.
So we left. So then, from there, came to Pretoria with my moms. Then in Pretoria, I was living in town.
Yeah.
I was living in Sunnyside, and then I lived in Perea. Then from there, we moved to Pretoria North. From Pretoria North, I came to Joburg. Been in Joburg for a while. Then my mom finally moved to Hartbeespoort Sport. So now I live in Northcliffe. Yeah,
sure. You made it to the north, my guy. No, shout out.
We both made it, bro.
Mom
and I made it.
I'm still trying to make it to the north. The north seems like a nice place. There's less noise. There's more chill.
But where you at?
Me now, right now I'm in Jozi. I'm in Jozi, in the CBD, Marshalltown. Yeah. Msindweni, and there's a whole lot of.
Damn.
No, Puma, there's no way you can walk out into the streets and no one's gonna be like, just 10 rand joint, 10 rand joint, sweetheart, baby. Yo,
sister, one nice hair. Ngena ngapha uzibonele please namangubo.
Amaphela, umaskito, imbungulu, impukane. You know that ad? Yeah, these are the things that we go through in the CBD. So I'm glad that you've literally moved, bruh.
Because in CBD, the prices for veggies are way lower than the prices for veggies in the burbs.
You get a lettuce for 8 rand.
Come on, bruh.
And it's nice and fresh. You just need to rinse it.
You have to eat it immediately.
Rinse it first.
Yeah. But eat it immediately.
It's the immediately
like,
for me.
Don't even put it in the fridge. It's gonna give up.
It's gonna go brown.
It just open up. Like a rest.
You look like a lettuce with a beanie. You're shaded like a lettuce, but as collabo. Let's talk about your achievements. Your achievements in this lifetime, man. Award nominations.
Yeah.
Savannah Comedy Awards.
Double time. Yeah.
Yes, that's double.
Double time. Yeah. I nominated. No, following years, consecutive. Yeah.
Okay, so we haven't won one yet.
No, unfortunately not.
Why?
I don't know, man. Sometimes I think it just needs that one extra little push. And then also, like, I guess at the time I wasn't working very well on my voice.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
what is happening with your voice?
No, like not my voice, like it's my opinions.
Oh, your voice, opinion voice, sure.
Yeah, so the people were like, we feel you, but we don't know exactly what you're trying to give us. You know what I mean? And fair enough. So ever since then, especially this past couple of years, I've been working on what my voice is, what my story is,
sure.
What is it that I'm trying to tell you guys, and what kind of laughter I'm trying to solicit from the people. Okay. So that's what I'm working on. You know what I mean? So
can you just a little bit? You don't have to give us.
No, it's crazy now. Right now.
But we want to know what's your voice, what's your story.
Yo, right now, like I can't help but like talk about my lost friend. You know,
Ebenezer.
Yeah. So I speak about pain.
Yeah.
Which is ironic because like I've spent my whole life trying to run away from pain, using comedy to run away from pain.
Yeah.
So now that I'm like, look, pain is real and people have pain. And even though when you go to a comedy show, you don't really necessarily want to hear about pain, but yet at the same time, as an audience member, you're not too sure exactly what you want to hear.
Yeah.
You just want to hear something.
You just want to hear something. Yeah. I'm here, give me something.
So I'm like, all right, man, let me dive into the pain, figure out what the pain is, speak about depression, figure out all those things and why I choose to be happy amongst all those things that impact my life. So that's where my voice is at, man. And shout out to Ebenezer Tahotibokwani, man. Most beautiful human being I ever met in my life, bro. Yeah. R.I.P. to the homie. Yeah.
Have you ever been in a depressive state? Have you ever had any issues with your mental health or your mind or your heart or your spirit?
I think we all have mental health issues. You know what I mean? Because mental health is just like physical health. You know what I mean? So,
yes, like there's an ache somewhere somehow.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get sick sometime. You know what I mean? So there are times where you're not gonna understand what the hell's going on. Your dopamine is off. Like your cortisol is not pumping the right way. You don't have the right equipment and tools to keep you going. You know, you just find yourself sad all the time. You know what I mean? So there were times last year, especially, I broke up with this beautiful woman. She knows herself.
Oh, she's still beautiful. Damn, you must have really loved her.
Yeah, I was crazy about that girl.
Okay, what happened?
We broke. No, man. She wanted to go her separate ways. Okay. So we broke up. Shout out to her. And then about 2 weeks later, my dog died.
Yeah,
I was not easy. Hey, that.
How long was your dog alive for?
I mean, we've had the dog for like 8 years or something.
So it's a proper relationship with this.
Yeah, no, the dog and I were real.
Shame,
so yeah, he died. That messed me up. I was not in good. So the whole of last year I was not in good space.
Yeah.
And then this year, just when I was getting back into a good space, my boy, you know, he decides that he's gonna rest. So now it's like, what do I do now? And I'm like, what made last year worse was the fact that I used everything else to try to cover the pain. You know?
What's everything else?
You know, alcohol, women, just not staying at home much. Like, I stayed away from myself. That's what happened. And when you stay away from yourself, like, you don't help yourself to deal with the things, and you start cracking. You know what I mean? So I found myself in a place where I was like, yo, man, this is not good.
Can't do this no more.
Yeah, like, this is unsustainable. So this time around, with my boy's passing, I'm like, the best way to honor him is to actually walk through it, fight through it, make it out of it, and become a much better person. And if I'm gonna tell jokes for him, it's for him for a while, but like it's all just for the love of what he loved and what we shared. Our love was comedy. And he understood that one of my currency is comedy. So I'm like, yo, man, the fact that comedy kept us together and now you are gone, I'm gonna have to hold strong so that your voice can still be heard
and keep you alive.
Keep you alive through my voice. Somewhere, somehow.
Wow.
Excuse me.
That's powerful, the Bongs. What's your nickname besides the Tickler, Nkosiam?
Oh, Mr. Tickles, not the Tickler. What the fuck? Excuse me. I don't know if I can swear.
I'm so sorry. It's fine. We have a +18 sign.
Yo, the Tickler sounds wild, bro. Was I like you? Hey, whoa.
What does a Tickler?
I'm sorry. Or someone's barefoot.
Oh, Yazini. My Maker's Mindset people. We're going to be back just now. We just got to know about our maker and his mindset.
That's what's up,
and where he's at in his life. So when we come back, we get to know his mindset and how he sees the world around him. Stay tuned.
Don't forget to drink Capella water.
So I just want to take this moment to show my utmost appreciation for the sponsorship that we've got from Shark Sport. I'm sure you've seen me wearing a couple of their garments, some lovely pieces. And right now I just want to show you. We have a top. It's a lovely top, very premium, exclusive, luxury Italian wear, right? It's streetwear also. And now the best part about it is literally the stitches. The stitches are nice and neat. It also doesn't stretch here on the hands. I'm loving that too. Best part about it is if maybe this long sleeve is not enough and I just want to gaga for double protection, there's a hoodie. Shark Sport has got you, fam, and we've got more minimalistic designs, very bold also. So if you're trying to look good, trying to look like success, trying to look like money, definitely do send me a DM at the Karabo Masemola. That's my Instagram. Also DM us on the Shark Sport page at Shark Sport Official. Shout out. It's K-Mass. It's Bongani Dube. Mr. Tickles.
Come on now.
Not the tickler.
Not the tickler. Yeah.
All right. Got Mr. Tickles over here. We're talking about Elife, right? Yeah. There's a lot that's going on right now. The whole situation,
Hey, man.
I don't know when we're going to drop this episode, right?
Yeah.
But even if we drop it in 4 years to come,
okay,
we must still talk about the situation, because Kwekwe represents thousands of children,
all the females in the world.
lalela, all the females and boys
and little
men,
boys, yeah,
and little boys, you know,
that's
people
true,
that
yeah.
are unable to speak for themselves. Uyazi, Bongani, there's something that happened yesterday when I was coming back from work. I'm in a taxi, and the taxi driver and the passenger on that side, who's also a guy, they're talking to each other.
Yeah.
They are the radio in the taxi. They're having a conversation.
Sure.
So I'm listening to this conversation as a passenger. I'm like, okay, let's let them speak. Let's hear what they've got to say. The passenger tells the driver, Uguti, you know, obviously he tells him yes, Zulu.
Yeah.
He tells him, Uguti, you know, one of my neighbors, just over this weekend, 3 men broke into his house.
Damn.
And they sexually violated him.
Oh man, that's messed up.
You know what the driver says?
What is it?
The driver's like, mina bebangeke bayenze leyo nto kimi, ngamane babulala umndeni wami wonke, ngamane babulala umfazi nengane basingcwabe sonke same time.
Damn it.
Ngaphila kanjani after bangenze leyo nto, wena ungaphila kanjani?
Yeah.
I'm like, imagine this is a grown man talking about how fearful he is of being sexually violated.
Yeah.
How would he be able to live with the shame?
True.
Imagine a 7-year-old girl who's had her body changed and disfigured because of an experience like this.
Yes, bruh.
As a man, I want to hear from you.
Yeah.
As a man, Nuguti, what comes to your mind and your heart when you hear about things like this? Have you ever had an experience close to that before?
Have I ever been violated?
Yes.
Not violently,
Okay.
but I have.
How was the violation?
Terrible, bro.
What happened?
Terrible. Like just regular sexual assault of some
Spanking.
sort. Yeah, like someone grabbing your penis while you're walking down the street.
While you're walking, they do that.
Yeah, bro. People are very creepy out there, man. It's like very uncomfortable. It's weird. I've had a guy do it when I was much younger.
Sure.
And messed me up. You know what I mean? Like it has. Like
Did you
just,
say anything?
like,
Take
no,
us to the scene. What happened?
So I'm at the gate
Sure.
with my friends. We're all hanging out at the flats. where we
You're
used
how
to live.
old?
Like probably like 8, 9.
Okay.
Right. So we're just playing. We're hanging out, and these older boys. He was older. I could tell he was older. At
Sure.
what age? I don't know. He walks in. And he's walking through the gate. You know, he goes in for a swing, and he flicks my dick. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I was like, I tripped out. You know what I mean? I just went home. That's all I could do.
Your friends are there also.
Yeah, but like it's all happening so quickly.
Shit.
So you don't know who saw. You don't know what to say.
So when you go home and you're alone with yourself and your thoughts,
I'm scared for a little bit, and then I just remove it out of my head.
sure,
Yeah. Like it's a coping mechanism. You just remove it out your head. You're like,
it didn't stick with you or anything like that.
I mean, psychologically it probably did. Sexually it probably did. You know, over the years and stuff. Now, there are times where you find yourself, especially like last year, deep in my depression, I found myself very promiscuous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where I'm like, I it probably comes from the fact that things like that have happened to me. Now they've led me to a place where I'm like, maybe my validation comes from someone touching my genitals.
Oh,
You know what I'm
so
saying?
it gets deeper, this thing.
It's hella deep, bro. It's hella deep, and I don't want like with Kwekwe, it's so messed up. First of all, it's showing us how we don't care. Like as a country, we don't make the right moves.
A petition with over 100,000
Like we don't
signatures
move.
still.
Like what the hell, bruh? Why aren't we moving? Why aren't we doing the thing?
I think it's because
guy.
we're online. I think it's because we're online. We ask Bongani, our parents, I don't know
Yeah.
how old your parents are, but either way, they are of a different generation.
Yeah.
Our parents are probably of the same generation.
Sure.
In their time, our parents right now are walking around with bullet wounds
Yeah.
or scars.
True.
Or scars from shambox,
Yeah.
because when it was time to fight, they left their homes wearing their uniforms or whatever, and they were ready to march with their
But like
placards.
this quick thing, dude. Sweet little girl. Like, first of all, okay, there was a whole everybody marched, right? It was
Yeah.
a full-on march,
Yeah.
and some people say, what does a march do when the person is still sitting at home
And
watching
there's still
TV,
no justice.
right?
Yeah.
So cool. It brings up noise, right? This is what the world works on, especially those that are not violent.
Yeah.
Non-violent people make noise, and we are hoping that triggers those that have enough power to make a move that's going to remove this person from society, right? So now, even Dr. Omar, he's on it now. He's asking South Africans, what are you guys done so far, right? And we're moving into a space where we're like, guys, sometimes just shouting is not enough, but also at the same time, shout so we can be heard. Right?
Yeah.
So maybe the justice system needs to get to a point where it's so violent against violent sexual predators that even when you think about doing something sexually to somebody, you have to be like, yo, like these people are gonna cut my penis off.
No, that's the complication of it, yes, Bongan. The complication of how do you know if someone is truly innocent or guilty? With this principle, we know he's guilty. I don't care at them.
Yeah. I
But
don't
how
think a
many
little 7-year-old
people?
girl has any reason to lie about something like that. Look, I will say this, right?
Yeah.
I once lived with a woman with 2 kids and her husband, right? We're living in a very small place. Man, like give or take, like
What were you
6 years
doing
ago.
there in that house?
We moved in together. The guy and I moved in together, and then the family came. So it was a marriage that was also shaky.
Okay.
So at times you hear the mother plant ugly seeds in the brain of the kids.
Oh.
Very ugly seeds. Oh yeah, bro, someone touched you, blah 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 blah.
Yes.
To do something like that, right?
Yes.
Now those seeds, depending how malicious the mom is, the kid can be like, that's what happened. That can happen.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But also it depends on how ugly the seeds are being spoken of. So whether she said ugly things about me, the kid could still go back like, what? This nigga is one of the best people I've ever met.
Sure.
This nigga taught me how to swim. This guy is just dead.
But this girl has an experience with this man, and it was not a nice one.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying, that he is guilty, straight up. Let him prove that he's not guilty when he's in prison.
Sure.
Don't let him prove that he's not guilty when he's still outside.
They must do the things that he's been doing to these kids to him in prison.
I say, man, cut the fellas off.
Once.
Like, turn everybody into a unit. That's it. If you wanna sexually, if you wanna be a predator, we take off your fellas. If you still wanna touch, we take your hands. Let you walk around with no hands. Like, straight up.
I'm just imagining.
No, until
what happened to your hands? I tried to rape a kid.
You
Yes.
see how the mob, the gangsters,
Yeah.
like especially the triads and the yakuza. If you do something wrong, they take a finger. Now you walk around, everybody can see you missing a finger.
So it's
because
a
you did something
sign,
wrong.
you're
You
branded.
did something wrong, yeah. So it must be
Damn.
like that. Like, it's one thing to say that guy's a sexual predator. Look at Drake. Drake is certified. You know what I mean? Whether it was just like diss songs, but it's something that is known now. Like, there's videos where people have seen Drake with like 14-year-old girls.
This cancel
15-year-old
culture
girls.
is so selective, though.
This cancel culture only cancels people that speak.
Those 14-year-old girls are probably crying in their rooms. They're just not
That's the
making
irony of it.
cases.
Cancel culture, I don't want to get too deep into it, but cancel culture came out when the LGBT community came out and saying, oh, you guys are being so mean to us. Right?
Yeah.
When the transgenders were like, why you guys treat us like we're not women? Slow down, my dog. There's so much we're still trying to figure out now that we can't, like, we'll give you they, them.
Sure.
We'll give you that. But please give us some time so we can still figure out
we
what
need
the
to
hell's
catch
going on.
up.
We need to catch up.
Because when we were born, I was born in 1998, bro.
Yeah.
And in 1998, I'm pretty sure there were people that were part of the LGBTQIA plus community.
Yeah, not
but
a lot
now,
of T's though.
Yeah.
The T's were not very loud about
Now
T's.
that there's social media, now that there's influencers that are part of the community, you have Usomizi, you have Lasizwe, amongst many others. I think that we need to give people time to catch up.
Yeah,
you know?
I stand by that, and I stand by, like, if you guys gonna cancel all the way. But then there's that thing of retribution. It's such a weird world that we live in. Because now, if I'm being, you see, like, cancellation from something that I said, and then from something that I've done. Right, the spectrum is very wide. Something that I said, if I mistakenly said something crazy in 2010, I said, oh, blah blah blah, women, blah 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 blah, right? And everybody's like, "Go, we disagree with that."
Yeah.
And then only now in 2025, you guys go back and you pick it up
again,
and then you say, "Cancel me." I'm like, wait.
That's not the same me though.
I'm a different me. But if I did something, if you can walk around and say, "Bongani did this to me in 2010," right? And no matter what good I've done since then you guys can bring it up. Like, Bongani, how do you feel about what you did? Because Karamo was saying this is how she feels.
And now it's part of
I'm
your
like,
character,
okay, cool.
that thing that you
now
did.
I need to make retribution with you. You know what I'm saying? I owe you full on apologies. I owe you time for you to say this what it led you to. This is how it affected you as a person. Because 10 years have elapsed. You've changed also as a person, right? There's a point where the Bible said, forgive me.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you've gone through so many things and you kept quiet about it. Now it's a tricky thing when you're like, now you want me to pay for that sin that I've never repeated. Hopefully never repeated. You know what I mean? So it's this weird world that we live in where we need to, when something happens now, it must be punished now. And unfortunately,
no delays.
if the person that the crime, the the sin has happened on, the transgression has happened upon, has now been quiet for 10 plus 15 years or something like that, then it's a very difficult thing for the rest of us to say, but like, did it really happen? Because now the evidence is now lacking.
The whole thing with Diddy also.
Yeah, now it's up to the person to have remorse, the perpetrator to have remorse. So it's this weird world, and why I say this, because like, I want what happened to Ukwekwe at this very moment. If this guy is a man, he should say, guys, even though I didn't do it, I am willing to go sit in detainment to prove to you guys I didn't do this thing.
But he has a political party backing him.
See,
that's the thing.
A whole party. To showing that older men, much older men with money are possibly the most disgusting people that we have in this country. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the young people now are trying not to. Like the hashtag man a trash thing, right?
Yeah.
Was big. But then it came out and left men thinking, guys, we are trash from merit of us being men. The only thing I can do to prove that I'm not trash is not say I'm not trash. I need to not be trash for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
At any moment your father walks out of your house, he becomes a deadbeat. You know what I mean? So he has to stay in there and prove that he's not a deadbeat. He has to do things to prove that he's not a deadbeat. If he leaves because your mom is difficult, he still has to prove to you guys that he's not a deadbeat by working. He doesn't just leave and then that's it.
He needs to stay present and active.
Exactly. So as men, we have to keep proving that we are good. And now when a man like this guy proves that he's a monster, he needs to like, beyond the political party, he has to say, guys, I see what this is doing. It's bringing up civil unrest. I know I'm innocent. We say, okay, cool. Can you please go sit in detainment until we prove it? Because right now we don't know what's going on, and it's showing us what it's doing. That if you guys can do this to a 7-year-old child, what are you gonna do to a 27-year-old woman? You know what I mean?
I'm just wondering, ulala kanjani ebusuku lo muntu, like knowing that the whole country is paying for my blood. The whole country hates me. He can't even go into the streets because we all know his face.
We're gonna go to war. This kind of things that start wars. Because like, especially for females, for fathers. Because if I'm a father, a brother, whatever I am, and I'm associated with a woman, and something happens to her, and no one can do anything about it.
Do you have children yet?
No, I do not. I've got nephews, nieces. So if anybody was to do anything to my niece, trust, I'm going to jail. Like in weeks after that.
Sure.
I am going to jail. I saw a story.
So you think we're being too nice?
We're being way too nice. I saw a story where on TikTok I was doom scrolling and I was just checking out fatherhood and whatever. And then this guy he says so a lady, she's telling the story.
Sure.
Said this guy took his daughter to his brother's house, right? Because he also has kids. They're all hanging out there for the weekend. Picks up on maybe Sunday. Get in the car, puts on the videos, like, hey baby, how was your time with Uncle Smang?
Yeah.
She's like, yo, she tells a story, Uncle Smang touched. He said, what? Yeah. He's like, damn baby. Gives her a hug, drives her home, calls the wife, hey baby, please come home immediately. I need to go back to Uncle Smang's house. I need to go talk to him real quick.
I need to talk to him.
So drop off the child, cool. Gets to Uncle Smangma, calls him outside. Yo, my man, what happened, bro? Tell me right now what happened, bro. Now, the issue with people that don't see their sins and they don't have remorse, it makes us good people do terrible things.
It triggers us.
Because you have no remorse. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
So now, this guy is like, nah, she capping. She capping. My daughter's capping. On the side, goes in the car, pow, shoots the boy, right? Shoots him, bro, straight up. His own brother.
Oh, shut up, that's crazy.
Shoots him, gets in the car, calls his wife, baby, I'm going to jail. Meet me in jail.
So
right
he
now.
was not trying to go through an 8-year case.
He's like, dog, I'm not even gonna run
no
away from
8 years of in and out of court.
Like, straight up, I'm gonna go tell them what happened. I'm going to jail. So you see that proves that you got some, like, we need men that can take accountability for whatever sins they have committed, even though the sin is very ugly. Like, say it, bro. There's a comedian right now who keeps screwing people over. Keep screwing people over. I'm gonna say his name, Tall Ass Mo.
Okay.
Straight up, I'm gonna say his name.
How is he screwing people over? Did he screw you over also?
Oh, me, it's a whole payment thing, but it goes as far as a friend of mine, very very beautiful individual of a person, Mbali Gudazi.
Yeah.
She goes and does a gig. He called her for, right? Some way, somehow, their accounts were mixed up. The money came straight to her. And it's a lot of money.
Okay.
Right? And then he gets angry because he hears her like, yo, give me back my money. She's like, all right, chill, bro. She sends the money. She doesn't even take a cut.
Yeah.
She sends the money. He gets the money. What does he do? doesn't send her money back. It doesn't pay her. He sends a fake POP.
Fake?
Live.
But
you see what I mean?
But this is something that they got paid for together.
Like, nigga.
So like ikatiami, and then you're gonna give me a fake
like,
POP.
Why aren't you paying me? And then go back and say the venue didn't pay me. And the venue says, nigga, we stay paying you, my boy.
He did not take accountability for that.
Now this thing of like, so there's all these people that you owe money to.
Yeah.
And you still can't say, dude, I'm sorry, I spent the money, I messed up, I've got problems that I need to look into. You can't do that.
That's brave for someone who's a public figure who's on podcasts.
The thing is, it's starting to crack. And I'm gonna say this as a person that's a comedian, and with some sort of brotherhood, dude. If you ever see this, bro, atone for your sins. Simple as that. Atone for your sins. Come out and say everything that you've done wrong. Because if you keep trying to hide things under the carpet, dude, that dirt is gonna be such a heap. It's gonna make people trip, and then they're gonna see the truth. And when they see the truth, it's done. Yeah, it's done. You know what I'm saying? So like, your art is great, but if you're gonna keep moving like a piece of shit person, my nigga, we look past your. We look over your art. We're done with you, bro. And my only pain is those little daughters that you're raising. That's my pain that I have. Like your evilness is gonna hurt those kids. Cause they see the actions, they hear the conversations. See the things, bro. They there. Like his wife told me, like, yo, the kids miss you. So he's not around for the kids also. No, I mean, whatever. He's okay. I'm talking about the comedy. Sure. Right. Yeah. And how the comedy is now. The way that he's messing up his money is gonna affect the children. It's gonna affect the children. Straight up. You know, actually, that's something that I want us to touch on. I'm so glad that you brought this. For sure. During this week, there's something that came out about Umamnandi. Okay. She's an actress, veteran actress. Sure. She came out asking for donations. Damn. She looks like she's in a state. Sick. You know, uhleli wheelchair. She's lost a whole lot of weight, and her story is that she's in this situation because she was helping out her son. Her son was having financial issues, and she gave all of it away to the son to assist him. Now, then my question becomes, in this arts industry that we have, or that we are in, rather, the longevity of the money is a bit tricky. It's a two-part thing, man. First of all, as an artist, as a person that's gonna make money, you need to learn, find a financial somebody. Sure. One, that's be responsible on that too for yourself, because that's gonna keep you going. Yeah. Sharp. Secondly, the industry is fucked up. If you don't know how to play the game, you get played. The game is fucked up. That's it. The game is completely fucked up. The game is filled with selfish people. People that want to gain. Yeah. That's it. They don't care about you, right? And I unfortunately, that's how the world runs. The world is run by the assholes are gonna make way more money than those that are not assholes. Like I said, if your dream is bigger, you're gonna win. No matter how pure your dream is. If my dream is bigger than yours, I'm gonna win. So you have to be an asshole to survive in these streets. Unfortunately, you have to be hard enough to say no. You have to be hard enough to be cutthroat, to say, when it comes to the money, I have no feelings, man. Hey. I have no feelings. Give me my money immediately. I don't care what you're saying about your kids. Give me your money. Give me my money, and then once you give me my money, then I can say, what are the good things I want to do for the world. Mara umamnandi yena Bongani. I'm like, okay, sure, you helped out your son, but your son is a grown man. There are other ways to help this person. So now that you are in this situation, where's your son? Why would you put yourself in that position? But also, she's a mother. She's a mother, and that's the child. So we can't question her. We can't question why. We can't question her why. So it's like sacrifice. Yeah, you can't, when it comes to a mother's love, it's very difficult to question. You can't question a mother's love. You know what I'm saying? It's tricky because now you want donations, and the country, there are people that are for it, like myself. I am for assisting Mamnandi, but at the same time, this is a podcast. We bring all kinds of views here, and there are the views of people that are like, no, she should have saved her money. She should have planned better financially. But she should have made a plan with the production companies. No one plans on either getting cancer. No one plans on getting sick. No one plans on their son going broke. No one plans on people doing drugs. No one plans on terrible things. You know what I mean? She was okay maybe 3 years ago. Then all of a sudden she got really sick because her son is doing maybe things that make her sick. We don't know. You know what I mean? So I say, look, if you love her, give her something. Yeah. If you don't like her, shut the fuck up. Why are you saying something?
Type shit is straight
like
up,
leave
yeah.
it, bro. It's got nothing to do with you. Why are you jumping into someone's business? Get out of it. Go do you.
It's because it's social media.
That's the issue.
That's the thing.
Now social media is making everybody very insensitive. So now we must all just talk because we have a platform to talk.
And we want views and comments and likes.
Now you see the clout thing. People are doing things for clout and they forget it. Like, yo, man, you're affecting people's lives, dude. You're affecting people's lives, bro. Like if I put my like now in the beginning of this interview when I was telling you that I got my ding dong touched, right?
Yeah.
Now someone sees this thing and someone comments, oh yeah, nigga, of course you got your ding dong.
245 likes.
Like,
now
why
other people are commenting on it.
But why are you getting in on it, bro? And if they say, oh, why are you talking about a young girl whereas you also got touched? Yeah, you're a man, you must be able to live through that. Yo, my nigga. What is the
Allow
argument
me to be
here?
human
What
and
is the
have my
argument here?
experiences also.
So like all this insensitivity is fucking it's like it breaks my heart that people are so insensitive. It's like, guys, if you want to be insensitive, go open up your own WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
Talk with your friends there.
When
Do it there.
when you started blowing up in comedy,
Yeah.
was social media a big thing at that time?
Hey man, like how long has been social media been here, bro? Like
Oh,
this
but my
Facebook
10 or 10
Facebook
years.
started what, 2006, 2005?
Yeah, no, Facebook has been there.
And then Twitter was like 2008.
Yeah, TikTok and Insta are the newer ones.
Yeah, where TikTok is the youngest one, and then there was like it's always been there, bro. It's always
Okay.
been there. Ironically, I'm not the best when it comes to like making content for people to watch.
Okay.
I don't know. I like to be quite a secretive person. I like to keep to myself. So what has happened is that my younger brother, he posts all my videos. So
Oh, okay.
he shoots my comedy content and he just posts that up. I'm like, just do that. Like I can't. It's not. Because I don't know, like it's weird. I find it weird.
Is it an anxiety? Is it
Partially,
an
yeah.
experience that you've had online?
I think-
Has someone talked some shit about you in the comments or whatnot?
No, it's not about the people, man.
Okay.
It's my own anxiety. Like it's just like putting it out, then I have to watch it, or maybe I have to put another thing out, and then I have to see what kind of numbers it's making. I don't know. It just
Is it too much for you?
It just feels like too much. It feels like too much. But I'm like, cool. It's the game I'm in. I have to do it. But I'm like, what if I just do it on stage?
Yeah.
Let me just do stage. Let you guys see stage
And get paid for it.
and get paid. Also, on stage, I'm also very honest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if I'm giving you honest stuff on stage, do I also have to be honest when I get home and shoot a video and say, oh guys, oh by the way, I'm tired. Do I really have to do that?
Oh, but and they do it, hey. Like you find your Cyan bougies and
Yeah.
your other personalities or influencers that will literally live their life the whole day,
Yeah.
and then they'll come back at night and then go on a live. Omunye uzakhala nge-breakup, omunye akhale ngokuthi indoda yakhe ayimfuni. Cyan bougie has had videos, lives, vlogs, content
It works for
of
her.
her with a blue eye crying,
Aish.
and I mean, I think it works. It does work for her
works
because
for her,
she
yeah,
doesn't cry about the bullying.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
remember seeing Cyan Bougie say, "I've got mental health issues because people are bullying me." Because she knows the type of content she's pulling out,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that is bully-worthy content. How do you feel about BBLs?
About BBLs?
Yeah.
I'm with Donald Trump on this one. They're not okay. You gotta get rid of them. If you want a fat ass, go to the gym.
But so really,
Yeah.
So-
Nah, I'm not about BBLs, bro. Nah.
your lady.
Look. Also, I had this conversation with a girl. I'm like, dude, I don't know why you want to do a BBL.
Yeah.
I don't know what's making you do a BBL, but it's between you and your body dysmorphia. Cool.
Yeah.
I got nothing to say about your BBL, but I'm not gonna come after you because you got a BBL.
Okay.
That's me.
So now, if
But I
your
like a fat ass though.
if your lady, I don't know if she got a fat ass.
She does. Woo-wee.
Wait.
Oh my god. Oh, it's everywhere, man.
Ski.
I mean, come on. I'm trying to watch the TV.
Baby, let me just get
Can
the
you
milk from
just
the fridge.
go to
Just
the
like-
other room? I am in the other room.
Lol.
Yeah.
But now I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, what if she's like Cyan Bougie and she's not satisfied with her life?
Aish.
Cyan Bougie's had like 24 BBLs. I'm
damn.
exaggerating. It's only been
Yeah.
like 2 or 3, right?
Yeah.
But let's say your lady, she's thick, but now she decides, and she's spoken to her dysmorphia, her body dysmorphia, like you
Yeah.
just said.
Yeah.
And she's decided, no, I want my waist tighter. There's this dress. There are these things, these corsets are not fitting the way I want them to fit. So, babe, listen, I know how you feel about them, but
Yeah.
I want to get one. So what say you?
I'm not gonna pay for it. I'll tell you that. So I'm not gonna pay for it.
Okay, it's not about money.
Your body, your rules. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna pay for it.
So if someone else is paying, or she's paying for it herself.
Hey man, look. The thing is, I understand body dysmorphia happens to all of us, right?
Yeah.
My girl right now, she's on some
Yeah.
but she wants to do that or Ozempic. I'm like, you already go to the gym.
Oh,
But it's like, nah, I want that. The thing is, something happened, and then she had surgery, and you had to get out of the gym for a while.
Sure.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, now she put on a little bit of weight. She still looks amazing. Looks absolutely gorgeous, right?
Yeah.
But she wants to go back to what she was. I'm like, I get that, right? It happens to all of us, right?
Yeah.
But I'm like, I find you very beautiful. I want you to know I always find you beautiful.
Aww.
There's no need for Ozempic. Just hit the gym. The gym
Also,
works.
Ozempic is dangerous because it's for diabetes people now, diabetic people, right?
Yeah.
So if you're going to be using that, it's gonna ruin.
It's gonna ruin you. So it's also a mental thing as well. And I feel like gym helps you to stay like stable. So I think the reason why she's not on Ozempic is probably just a joke that she keeps doing. They're like, oh, I'm gonna be on Ozempic,
okay.
because the gym keeps her stable. So she's gonna be cool. Give her another 5 months.
Oh, I suggested. Have you posted it? Yeah,
Huh? Nah.
So how are we gonna know in the next 5 months? Bongani?
Yeah, y'all just gonna see something.
Baby.
Y'all gonna see something. That's
So
all I'm
it'll
gonna
be
say.
the next 5 months plus 9 months.
Yeah, hey man, y'all gonna see something.
Okay. All right. Do you go
Hell
to the
yeah.
gym?
Me?
Yeah.
It's all natural, baby.
For
It's
real?
all natural, yeah, bro.
What is a normal day for Ubongani like? And I'm not talking about a day when you have a show in Cape Town or what. But I'm talking about uyavuka. You still need to think about Ganji. I need to eat wheat bix. Also, what do you eat for break? Do you eat wheat bix?
Nah. I ate wheat bix like my whole high school career. My mom counted them. She's like, "Okay, this things must not finish." You know how hard it is.
3 or 2.5.
2.5. It's not 3. I only went to 3
It's that half
when I was in
for
grade.
me.
When I was in grade 9, I went to 3. I'm like, yo, I need to step up.
You need to level up
I'm
to
like, mom, you need to
biscuit
step
number
up.
3.
She said, okay, 24 pack. Lady, stop.
Okay, a normal day for you?
Normal day. So it depends. So I wake up, a little bit of meditation, do a little bit of yoga, try to get myself in order.
Sure.
I work out at home. I don't
Okay.
work out. I like the gym thing. It's
You do
the whole
personal workouts?
Yeah, it's the whole social media thing for me. It's like you're doing it for people to see it. Well, I'm like, just do, like Oscar Omuta said the most beautiful thing.
Yeah.
He said, treat gym the way you treat your religion. Don't say nothing until people can see the change.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Don't walk around saying, I'm a Mukreste, but then you're out here being an asshole.
Yep, you're
Let
out
us
here
say
raping
this-
your
You know what I mean?
congregants.
Let's let people
Motoso.
say this guy is a good Christian because we practice that thing. You know what I mean? So I'm like, cool. I take care of myself. I do that, and then get a little writing session going on. Maybe have some tea, have plenty of water.
How many sugars in your tea?
No sugar. I don't take sugar.
Okay.
Yeah. I stop sugar. Sugar's the white man's way of controlling the black figure.
Okay.
I'm telling you,
Okay.
diabetes only affects the black community. Nigga, look into it.
And that's not a conspiracy theory, honey.
No, it's
That's
facts.
that.
Black people have diabetes, bro. So
No facts.
yeah, and then halfway through the day, maybe take a nap, read a little wherever I can. Or maybe auditions. So the days where I'm just chilling, like a Saturday, if there's absolutely nothing going on,
Yeah.
take a nap, watch a movie, see my girl, hang out with her for the rest of the day.
Do you smoke?
No, I stopped smoking.
What were you smoking?
I smoked cigarettes like about 4 years ago. I stopped.
Okay. Do you feel
Yeah.
a difference in your chest or anything?
I feel great. Some the Hubblies here and there.
Yeah.
A couple of vapes here and there, but
Cravings?
cigarettes. The first 3 months, gang cravings, but otherwise.
Oh, but it's been 5 years, so no cravings
Yeah,
now.
I'm stronger now.
Nice.
I stopped smoking weed maybe like about 5 months ago. I stopped smoking weed. I got my days, but I'm like, I know what it does to me. It makes me feel lethargic. I feel all sad.
Sure,
And
you don't
then-
want that.
April, I'm trying to like not drink for the rest of April. So one day at a time. It's day 3 now.
Ah, okay.
Going in
Okay.
strong. We're going in strong. Yeah. Shout out to the mommy.
love that for
She
you.
said, let's try it out. Shout out to the mommy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got the boy doing good things, man.
Okay, no, mommy.
I never shouted the
we
mommy
see
out
you.
like this. Shout out, mommy.
No, my nigga, you been shouting her out. So
I mean, for real?
I know she loving you right.
Nah, she fly, bro.
You know what?
Yeah.
She's loving you right.
Yeah.
We're loving you right.
She make a nigga feel like reason up in here.
And then she F's around
What
and
gives you
pulls
the
up.
right? What gives you the right to talk about diabetes and Unpacks?
Bongani,
Yeah.
thank you
For sure.
so much
Thank
for
you.
joining us.
Away.
And I really don't want to go.
Hashtag,
I'm
can I just close with saying,
Yes, you can.
Yo, let's take this moment in time right now with what happened with Kwekwe as a moment that shows us that as South Africans we don't listen, and we need to learn how to listen and listen effectively and make moves. The moment a lady comes in, no matter what age, where she's from, or what color she may be, the moment she says something's wrong, listen and let's make a change. Secondly, let's use this moment to say, guys, let's talk. Let's listen and let's talk. You know what I mean? I know it's difficult, but a little 7-year-old girl, she tried. She came out, she said something. So that goes back to the first point where we must listen.
Yes.
But try to talk. Like, find a safe space. Let's create safe spaces so we can talk. You know what I mean? And there are helplines for depression. And depression is not necessarily, that's another long ass topic.
Yeah.
But for friends that you can feel are depressed or are going through something, be there for them. But if their depression is so deep that it needs deep rest, the sadness is that we have to allow them to rest. So let them rest. But let's be there. Let's be kind to one another. Let's show each other love. Let's be polite. Let's show some grace. Be just now and then, just give a nigga 5 rands on the street, bro.
Spread love.
Spread love, bro.
Yeah.
5 rands to somebody who doesn't have 5 rands makes a difference. You know what I mean? Let's help each other, man. And fuck crime. Stop robbing people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And stop scamming people when
Stop scamming people. Yes.
I get it, we already name dropped.
Yeah,
It's too late
no,
now.
it's real now. No, we
Yeah.
must blow whistles, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
we
on
have
that
to.
tip. If we blow whistles, things could actually change.
If I'm not blowing
Blow whistles.
anything, at least let it be a whistle that I blow, right?
Guess.
Anyway, Bongani, thank you so much, famo.
Sure, thanks for having me, yo.
Thank you for joining us and
Aware.
being with us. If you have not hit the subscribe button yet,
Hit it.
Wifey late, hit it right now. Make sure that you like, comment, and share this video so that
Yeah.
the masses can know about Bongani and understanding his mindset as
sure.
the maker. Love you so much. Follow
Spread
us on the
love.
socials at the share button. Till we meet again, comment on who you want to see next.
Aware.
Danko, peace out.
Capella water quenches your thirst.